Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for my dearest fellow Virgos. This is going to be a general love and romance reading for December 2020. Now, before I get started, I'm just going to ask that you guys like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, check out the description box for ways that you can support this channel, get a private reading, or get your hands on the decks that I'm using. So let's go ahead and jump into this. We're going to invite spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed, spirit guides, and ascended masters to this space to deliver the messages that we need to hear. Messages for my dearest fellow Virgos, general love and romance. Virgos, I'm picking up that like you haven't been able to devote as much time as you would like to love, that you're thinking about business or like bills or something like that. Could be you, could be your person. All right, we get the Judgment card. We get the Sun. We get the Queen of Cups. We get the Emperor. We get the Seven of Swords. We get the Five of Cups. And we get the Nine of Cups. Okay, first thing I heard, Virgos, is there's no need to worry. No need to worry because what you've asked for is coming in. But I do feel like there's a real energy of needing to shift your focus, that some of my Virgos out there are needlessly worrying about a particular situation. Your overall energy is the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands, this is Aries, Leo, Sag energy. And sometimes it can represent a third party situation, but really that's not what I'm picking up on. What I'm picking up on is this like needing to channel your energy back into yourself or channel your energy into something that's really positive. Again, I kept picking up like when I started this reading, I started hearing about like business expenses and expense reports. And I'm thinking, Virgo, what is going on? This is a love reading. So I do feel like, some of you guys may have been burying yourselves in work in order to avoid thinking about a situation that's complicated, or maybe that really sort of makes you feel vulnerable. Like somebody that you're falling in love with or somebody that you're seeing. I do see that this is probably a newer relationship as far as the Page of Cups is concerned. So I do feel like there is love around you, or somebody has made an offer, or maybe you just recently started dating somebody. The Eight of Wands is telling me, I feel like maybe there's not as much communication as you would like. So maybe that's making you feel a little bit nervous. It might be really sort of triggering feelings of like, what are they doing? Are they with somebody else? Is this going anywhere? That type of energy, the Empress energy, because I feel like, look at that, we've got the Emperor and the Empress coming out here. And we've got the Ace of Wands, that this is a beautiful new beginning, but somehow the way things are moving, or maybe there are different, communication styles or emotional approaches to love I'm picking up on this Empress energy really being your energy, Virgo, not getting exactly what you want. But at the same time, Spirit wants you to know it's perfect. Okay, and that there's some needless worrying that's going on. It's just something that's totally different. We get the Four of Cups. So again, somebody not being as emotionally available. It could be your Emperor or it could be your Empress who's not as emotionally available, but Spirit wants you to stick it out is what I'm getting. Because with the Queen of Wands in reverse, it's like you're channeling your energy. You're focusing too much on the things that aren't working, or the possibilities of this going away, or things not happening at the speed at which you would like them to. Remember the Queen of Wands, she's a very powerful manifester. And I feel like somebody here is getting a little bit passionate, a little bit worked up, maybe even starting to feel a little bit jealous because you might not be getting the attention that you're looking for. But with the Emperor and the Empress coming out, Virgo, there's a very good chance that this is your divine counterpart. And we get that with the Judgment card. The Judgment card is a complete up-leveling when it comes to love. It's answering the call. Again, this person might be very different from you or have very different communication styles is what I'm getting, but I'm hearing that like you still can't ignore this. Like you still have to answer the call. You still, I think sometimes you want to be mad at this person, but if they call you or they reach out to you, you're like, oh, you know, you just kind of melt, but not in a toxic way, okay? Because I do feel like there's an element here of overthinking, even though it's not really showing up in the cards, but I do get that, you know, it's opening up some old wounds that you may be projecting onto this situation. Or, you know, again, you have very different approaches to love and to communication, and that's sort of making you feel a little bit uneasy. But Spirit wants you to know that this is a blessed union. This is the angel Gabriel. He's making an announcement. He's telling you that everything is okay. And with the Nine of Cups, also that your prayers are being answered, your wishes are being fulfilled, okay? For some of you, this is somebody that you will have a family with, that you will be making a commitment to. If maybe this person also is thinking about proposing to you or you to them, okay? And there might be a little bit of nervousness around that, whatever the level of commitment is in your surroundings. So the Sun card can be a card of twin flames for me, or deep soul connection, also about children. So some of you guys may be finding out that you're pregnant. Some of you guys may be maybe already imagining having children or creating with this person. So if you're not into having children, or you're not at that age, or whatever it might be, then that's okay. It's creating a life with this person. Again, the Sun card is the happiest card in the deck, but it's turned upside down. There's a little bit of disappointment, or there's a little bit of worry, if I know my Virgos well enough out there, about this situation. Now, what's blocking you? I do have the Queen of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. For some of you guys, you are thinking about, or maybe even talking about, having a family with this person. Some of you guys are going to have to do some childhood wound, inner child healing, and you might have to do some healing with regards to your mother. That's coming through really strong, that some of, you know, the relationship that you have with your mother, or if you look at your mother's, you know, I feel like there's some sort of issue there that has been passed down to you, or that you saw how this parent, it doesn't have to be a mother, but I am picking up on it being maternal, how they give and receive love, and see if that works for you, if there's anything there that needs to be healed, okay? Or healing a relationship with your parent or a maternal figure. The Queen of Cups, though, she is about emotional balance, and she's also about, she's somebody who secretly, you know, she's very nurturing and loving to her family. And everything that she loves, she's created in this beautiful sort of chalice. And she will protect it very fiercely. But she has this secret, and her secret is that she's kind of okay on your own. So I do feel like some of my Virgos out there, you're kind of wrestling with the fact that this is what you wanted. You've wanted to be in a partnership, or you wanted to date, or you wanted to find true love, or you wanted to get married, or you wanted to have kids. But then all of a sudden you're sort of starting to backtrack and say, but I also really like my own time, and worried about if that might take away some of your independence here. I'm also getting that it's really important, Virgo, that you trust your intuition, and that you really take this time out for your daily practice, whether that's meditation, you know, whether that's exercise, whether that's burning candles, you know, if you do, you know, Reiki self-treatments, whatever it is, to make sure that you continue to do that. At the foundation of this reading, we have the Emperor. This is Aries energy. This is a reminder, Virgo, that those of you who are a little bit worried about losing independence, or, you know, whether that's like because you're having, you know, you're having children, or because you're moving in with somebody, because I'm getting a very sort of independent energy off of you. Some of you that are worried about that, Spirit wants you to know that you have the power to say no, or to walk away. And I feel like some of us, especially with this Queen of Cups energy and the Emperor, that a lot of us have learned, you know, in our lifetime, that being emotionally vulnerable is weakness, or, you know, the idea of marriage or being in a couple indicates weakness. And for some of you, that's something that you really have to look at and see how that's been maybe inhibiting you or blocking you from love, because, you know, you're powerful in your own right, and being emotional and being vulnerable is also, there's a power in that. The Emperor energy here is also telling me that you know, you're the boss. That you've created some amazing things, but I feel like the Emperor now is looking for his Empress, okay? And I feel like she's close. In the recent past, we have the Seven of Swords. So this is Moon in Aquarius, although it can represent Gemini or Libra as well. But the Seven of Swords, this is about old crimes coming to light, or dirty deeds coming to light. But more than anything, Virgo, what I'm getting is that through a bit of shadow work, because you're going through an up-leveling here with the Judgment card, really looking at childhood traumas, past issues, maybe with your parents, or maybe everything that you've been through in love. Some of my Virgos out there, you may have been cheated on in the past, or betrayed, or you were with somebody that you would consider like a gold digger, or somebody that was just with you and using you. Many of you guys are sort of seeing that for what it is, and you're healing that, okay? And this Judgment card comes through, but you do have to be aware that you might be projecting or guarding yourself from that, because you've been through some considerable difficulties, and Spirit wants you to know that this is a different situation. This is your Nine of Cups. This is what you've asked for. Now, what's coming in from above, we do have the Five of Cups, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. So there's a bit of water here. So you might be dealing with a water sign. You might have water in your chart. There's also fire, okay? Lots of fire and water. So remember, fire and water together make steam if you allow it, Virgo. So I do feel like there's going to be kind of a steamy connection coming towards you. And I also feel like it's true love, because, I've got this person here. He's focused on what has spilled, what he has lost. And again, maybe in the past, maybe these are relationships where you've been cheated on, or you put more energy into it, or, or they didn't work out. And Spirit's saying, hey, turn around, because right behind you, there's your Two of Cups. There's happiness. There's true love. Now, what's coming out in your future, we have the Nine of Cups, and the Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment, happiness. This is the universe conspiring with you, co-creating with you, your prayers being answered. It's a beautiful energy. The Nine of Cups has come out in a number of readings, and I feel like it's because of all of the work we've been doing throughout 2020, and it has been some really tough work, you guys, but something beautiful is coming to you, and something that you've asked for. Okay, and it's emotional fulfillment, and it's love. And I also see fire and water. I see steam. I see that there's a lot of passion for you guys as well. All right, so let's go ahead and see. We get adjacent possibilities, 24. Okay, so Spirit wants you to know that there have been no wrong decisions. There have been no wrong turns. Whatever you have done has all been part of the process and part of your journey, only building you up and only creating and allowing you to really be comfortable with who you are, where you've been, and what you've created. Okay. We get Healer of the Ages, so there's that healing I was talking about. So we get 2 sixes coming out, and with the Emperor and the Empress, I'm getting that this is really an energy of Venus. So you're being blessed, I think, financially, but also emotionally here. So there may be some stability that's coming along with this Nine of Cups. Yeah, and I do feel like we're healing. There may be some issues with your mother that need to be healed, or that relationship, or about being a mother. Now, for those of you who are men out there, it's going to be that feminine energy of receiving, because if you're really heavy in the masculine energy, you might not be open to receiving, and Spirit really does want to bring you blessings. The temple path, this is a spiritual journey as well as a passionate romantic journey. I feel like with the angel Gabriel, that you guys are being blessed. And for those of you who haven't been able to create, or you wanted to have a family, I feel like Spirit has a plan for you regarding that specifically, okay? And it's something that's going to make you very, very happy, okay? And we get attachment. Yeah. Okay, so this attachment, I feel like, is it's kind of talking about the Emperor energy that I'm picking up on. The Emperor energy is also Virgos, sometimes we are stuck in our ways. We can be very sort of methodical and organized, and we like to be prepared, and we like things to sort of be very neat and organized, even when it comes to our love life. And with the Emperor energy is telling me that there may be a need to allow things to be a little bit messy at times, okay, and to release that, okay? Yes, you have boundaries. Yes, you have certain ways that you like to do things, but I do feel like your Empress is going to come in, or your Emperor, whichever, is going to come in and is going to sort of, shake things up, mess up your hair a bit, okay, in a good way too, because I am getting kind of like this funky, passionate, flirty, sort of sexy energy coming off of this reading. And the cards aren't really saying that, but, it's like, I'm just getting, don't worry, everything's working out exactly the way it's supposed to be. And don't worry, so much about all those tiny details. We also get and there's this worry coming through. Oh, Virgo, but somebody wants to invest in you. Look at that. So 43 breaking down to a 7, very spiritual number. This is you or somebody that wants to invest in a relationship with you. But again, don't allow yourself to get stuck in your head, okay, all tied up. Trust your intuition. The Archangel Uriel is here also, this connection to source. This is something that this is a divine counterpart, okay? This is a divinely ordained situation, relationship, meeting. All right, so don't get in your own way, Virgo. And don't we have a tendency to do that? I swear. All right, let's go ahead and see. Whoa. Honeymoon. Look at that. So enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So we are coming up into the holidays, right? We're coming up into the new year. December has a bunch of holidays. I do feel like this is the general time period, okay, that this is going to be happening, or you're going to be meeting this person. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Yeah, and Virgo, prepare for them to get your hair all messed up. Okay, be prepared to, to do things, to have a little bit of a shake-up here. We get retreat. So what I see this is the honeymoon and the retreat. Virgo, I really do get this sexy energy that you guys are just going to want to lock yourselves away together. Some of you guys, if you're experiencing, more lockdowns at this time in whatever country that you're in, that you guys are you're going to quarantine together and you're kind of excited about it. Okay, I am getting, some of you guys just be careful because fertility is high at this time. And then we get true love. Perfect, Virgo, because this is a romance of the lifetime. This is, the king to your queen, the empress to your emperor. It's beautiful. And then we get separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So I feel like this is actually more than anything, it's what you're worried about, okay? It's more about your worries, okay? And at the bottom, look, we get playfulness. Yeah. So again, just be playful. Understand, that not everything is going to be perfect. And, you guys might end up being separated for a little bit after your first initial meeting. Again, maybe you've met this person and that's why we've got this 5 of Cups, this sadness. But you know what? Those 2 of Cups behind him is saying this person isn't going anywhere, okay? I'm not going anywhere, Virgo. Don't get all bent out of shape, right? All right, let's go ahead and see what else comes through for my dear Virgos. So you get intimacy. Yep, there's that. You guys quarantining together or wanting to lock yourselves away, shut out the rest of the world. Again, maybe like taking nice baths and showers together, but just really opening yourself up on a different level, okay? And sharing these beautiful moments together. Okay, and then we get the garden. Beautiful. Yes, Virgo. Yes, Virgo. All right, I'm going to read from the book because these cards are beautiful. They're the True Love Reading cards by Belinda Grace. And we get soulmates. Yeah, this is your soulmate. Absolutely. This is your divine counterpart, Empress and Emperor. Beautiful. All right, so I'm going to read to you guys about the garden. And this is number 15 breaking down to a 6, so you guys get 24, 51, and 15. Some of you guys, this could be a twin flame energy because this is number 15 and that's 51. We get mirroring, but 6 is that energy of Venus bringing this love into your life. The garden is lush and fertile. Again, those of you guys, I keep picking up on the possibility of pregnancy here, so just be aware. The garden is lush and fertile when she is healthy, barren and forbidding when she is neglected. She ebbs and flows with the seasons, is still when she needs to be, and full of color, life, and nourishment when the timing is right. She bursts with fruit and flowers and attracts all good things to her. Animals and people come to marvel at her beauty, enjoy her cool shade, inhale her fragrance, and restore themselves. In a world where we are constantly under pressure to be active, the idea of being the garden rather than the gardener can seem far too passive. In this context, however, to be passive means to be peaceful and in a state of trust, trusting that all you need is available to you without having to hunt it down. And remember what I said about Virgo, some of us are in this masculine energy and we really do need to open up, Queen of Cups, to receive, okay? And this card is, is echoing that. In a world where we are constantly under pressure to be active, the idea of being the garden rather than the gardener. Oh, sorry, I already read that. Modern women will wonder how long they need to wait for a suitable gardener to come along, while modern men may feel that they already have enough to do without having to nurture the feminine in their lives as well. The truth is that we all have an inner garden and gardener, and true abundance develops in your life when you maintain a healthy balance between the two. You have drawn this card today because your inner garden is in need of some attention. Be sure to reconnect yourself to the feminine cycles of nature by spending time in an actual garden and tuning into the vibration of the season. By enjoying a healthy meal made only from fruits and vegetables that are in season, filling a vase with fresh flowers, or by spending time outside where you'll be exposed to the climate and environment. Consider the blessings and bounty you have to share with those you love. Honor your own inner cycles and see yourself once more as the beautiful person you are. Oh, Virgo, this is just as sweet as can be. I love this energy. This one wants to come out. Okay. Additional messages, please, for my dear Virgos. Additional messages for my Virgos, please. They're like, that's all you need to know. It's all you need to know. All right, we'll leave this there. Okay. All right, so your message is a message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. Oh, Virgo. Isn't that? This is such a lovely reading. Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. Virgo, this is so beautiful. You may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. Okay, yeah. So you guys have been through a lot. You're definitely healing, but there's so much love here. And I think you guys can also look for, very sweet and also a steamy sort of connection here. So it's beautiful. I think it's perfect. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you have a beautiful day. Take care.